Guys, this is the Seahawks Social. We are back. The Seahawks are 8-2. It's the same record as they was last week because we are on bye week, which makes us sad. And you're probably sitting there wondering what we're going to talk about on today's episode. So are we. Let's do this.
Let's do this. It's kind of sad. Bye weeks are like...
All right, this is it. Here we go.
Super sad.
Bye weeks are sad. But there's a handful of things. At least 4 things that I'd like to talk about.
Almost a handful. Well, you know, some people are missing fingers. So in their mind...
That's mean.
Well, it would be a handful. I'm being nice to those people.
All right.
Anyways.
First thing I'd like to bring up. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'd like to make a little bit of a clarification on last week's episode. I listened back to it after the win against the 49ers.
And you gave yourself 1 too many points.
No, I was correct in giving myself 3 points. That's not what I was clarifying. What I was clarifying is my complete disgust with the refereeing that night. It did not come across in the podcast, and for that I apologize. But it was horseshit, guys. It was really, really, really
you should have
bad.
been more angry. Because
I should have been a lot
worse.
more angry.
They are getting worse.
I didn't throw anything, and I did during the game. And all I want is for this to be a genuine reflection of how I feel during the football games. So for that, I apologize, Seahawks Social Fan Club.
We still hate the refs.
We hate them more than you think
number
we do.
Number 122, who was the ref?
We didn't know. That was 122, yeah,
122.
but he wasn't on the field this week.
Probably is.
But I am very, very happy to hear this week that Pete Carroll is on my side.
Yes.
And not that I've had any interaction with Pete Carroll, just to make sure that you guys understand that I have not spoken to Pete Carroll directly.
You've tried. We've tried many times. I'm going to clarify this right now. Keep going.
We've DM'd him.
We're going to DM him again.
At least 4 times, guys. At least 4. I did not know this, Carl, and I don't know if anyone else in the league does this. I'm sure they do, but I had no idea. Apparently, Pete Carroll, after every football game, sends the NFL clips of plays and asks for their interpretation of the rules. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Neither did I. Mm-hmm. Saw an article floating around on Facebook. So apparently...
I just asked Pete to clarify. We'll see if he gets back to us. We have some time here.
Yeah, we got like at least 15, 20 minutes. I'm sure I'll get back.
It's a bye week. Maybe he's same thing.
Lucas,
doesn't know what to do.
asking.
Yeah, you never know.
Just sitting at home waiting for DMs to come in.
You know, he's just going, this is terrible. I don't know what to do. It's bye week. So I just need some content. And maybe, just maybe he decides to connect with us.
Okay, back to my article.
Hey, finish this article. What's going on? What was the article about?
The article was that Pete Carroll sends the NFL clips every week and asks for rule clarifications. And he said it's not to say that he's upset about calls. It's more just that no one knows what's happening. So flags are thrown, calls are made, and people are super confused. Hats are sometimes tossed in my living room as well. The 2 specific things that he was curious about this week were, one, the Russell Wilson phantom sack call, where someone puts a hand on him as he's running out of the pocket and he gets called down by loss of forward progress or something. And that was like a 12-yard run or something. Compared with, remember the fumble where Fetty thought he was a star running back?
Yeah, do I?
That play, if you watch that replay, guys, watch it.
They should have stopped because of forward progress.
So 2 dudes had Russell Wilson tied up and pushed him back 5 yards, and then the ball came loose. So if the first one is actually the second one because it happened in overtime. But if one is stopped by forward progress, the other should also. Or if one was, the other wasn't, the other should not.
So it's just complete inconsistency.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah.
So that is what they're trying to figure out is how do we coach players to do things when every rule is being interpreted differently on each play.
So what? Pete sends him these clips and New York just fucking apologizes or what?
He sends them to, I can't remember the name of the guy or the title he had, but it was something like the head blah, blah, blah of officiating. Did you have
Do you
any
think that's his actual thing?
his title?
Yeah, like the head blah blah blah, because that'd be awesome. Not an official title.
I think it's a yada yada.
He just he just kind of covers all bases, so he's just blah 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 or yada yada yada. He's that guy.
Did anyone get that reference?
Anyways,
I sure hope so.
I got it.
No Seinfeld fans out there, guys.
I'm a
Come
Seinfeld
on.
fan.
Yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
Officiating. That's my title.
I mean, these guys they're given the job of a ref. I mean, it's easy to be given the job, but it's hard to actually do the job.
It's probably a very, very difficult position to be in. These guys,
You're
that
never
are
right.
playing-
No matter what, you're never right. There's always going to be somebody who thinks you're wrong.
Okay, let's just point out the sheer difference in athleticism between the gentleman playing the game of football and the gentleman trying to
Officiated.
yeah.
Well, did you see at the beginning? I can't remember what game it was. This morning, they had to stop the game for about maybe a minute. It felt like 5 minutes because a ref was running backwards and he took a tumble and he hurt himself. He didn't get hit, but he hit the turf.
Carl, can you do me a favor while we're talking?
Yep.
Can you Google what is the average age of an NFL referee?
Oh,
Because I
we
would
make a
guess
guess?
it's mid 40s.
no, let's make a guess. This is for a point.
I'm
I'm gonna
this.
say-
I like this. Let's add points this
Yeah.
week.
I'm
There's
gonna
no points
say-
this week.
Huh?
There's no points.
Is
We
there
gotta
an
add
answer?
points. Okay.
Really? Okay. You have to
But
pick a specific
This is
number.
unfair because Carl doesn't get a point. Carl doesn't have the opportunity to point. Okay, next question. I'll Google
Carl
and
gets
Carl and Lucas can decide.
0.5 for looking it up.
No, we're
I'll
not.
take it.
Okay, you go first.
But okay, it has to be a specific number or
Specific
an
number.
average.
Yeah.
You
Just
found an
one
actual number?
Average age.
Okay,
You
perfect.
found a specific age.
Average age of NFL
Okay.
referees today.
So this is like Price is Right. You can't go over? Or can you go over? Or is it just closest to?
Closest
That's up to you guys.
Closest
Well,
to.
we got to clear what
Closest to.
what are the rules?
Okay, you go first.
Closest to. I'm going to
Hold on. I'm obviously going to cheat, guys. This is how nice I am.
You've cheated
I'm
already?
obviously going to cheat.
You've
No,
already
because you're
looked.
going to say 45. I'm going to say 46, obviously, and then I win everything above.
No, it's not. Okay, what is it? Closest to.
So
You
I'm
said
going to be
closest
I'm going to be
to.
nice, and I'm going to write down my number first,
Okay.
and then you're going to pick. There's a lot of old fuckers out there, aren't there?
They just have gray hair. You don't
Yes.
know they're old. Some people are silver foxes at like 25 years old. This is taking
Okay.
a long time.
Go.
Are you
I wrote
okay?
it down. Take it easy.
Can you pass it to me. I'm not going to look at it. I just want to put the pen down
Why?
because I don't want you to write
I'm
another
going
number.
to show it to the camera. As soon as you say your number, I'm going to show it to the
Okay,
camera.
I'm going to say 48.
I
Denny,
said 46.
Oh! Are we close?
the average age is 51.
Fuck you.
Yeah!
No, let's start the podcast again.
Yeah. So now I have 4 points.
You're kidding, right? 51?
There's a couple that are over 60.
They can't even run at that age.
They don't need to run. They just need glasses and binoculars.
That is silly.
All you have to do is
There's the problem right
They
All you
there.
have
can't
to
run,
do
they can't
is-
see, they can't hear.
give me your hat for a sec.
No. Wear your own hat.
I don't have a hat. Can I throw this? This is all you have to do. You just have to do this.
Is that, Carl, that seems to be a problem to me.
They should be younger, right?
No shit. What are the average age of NHL guys? They're probably like late 30s. NHL refs. Yeah,
don't know.
a lot younger.
Oh my God, that guy just missed a field goal. How hard is it to kick a field goal, people?
Okay.
Yeah, the NHL's average is in the 40s, like lower 40s.
My next question was, what is the average overweight you have to be an MLB umpire? Because those guys are not in shape.
They don't have to do anything. They just stand on the line.
Yeah, but why are they so overweight?
So they can take it from the other coach.
That's right.
Is it going? Do you think it's going to go to robots soon for the strike zone?
Did we talk about that on Seahawks?
A little bit we touched upon, but I think it should.
To me, that's the first sport. Tennis probably too.
But tennis has been doing
tennis
it.
already does it though.
Yeah, but they still have people there calling lines.
Yeah, but then if
Right? They still have the linesmen going like this, yelling for out, and going like this for
But
in.
that's just
do,
like for
but-
obvious ones, right?
yeah, but then they go to
Anything close is.
Yeah, but they still have the guy
Challenger,
sitting in the chair just doing
do.
nothing. What is he doing?
What does the guy in the chair do even? Your serve?
He just takes abuse
Your
on calls
serve?
that they don't like, I think. I don't know.
They do get a verbal thrashing.
Some of them.
Oh my god.
Djokovic is not nice to ref.
Not
No,
Djokovic,
no.
the other guy. Chris what's his name?
Stapleton.
No. What's his name? The young guy who's like a wild card now.
Johansson.
No, Chris
Dupuis.
No, I want to say Porzingis, but that's Knicks. So now that's in my head. What's the guy's name? Carl.
Chris Everett?
No.
Eubanks?
My God, no. Oh my God.
Why are we talking about tennis? Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. It's a boring sport. Go on.
All I wanted to bring up with that article was it's nice to know that someone has my back. Pete, love you always. I didn't know he did that. I didn't know coaches did that. I didn't know you were allowed to do that. No one has any comments on this topic, so we're going to move on. Next. Another thing in the news this week with the Seahawks is Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, he's a beast. Are they going
Do
to
you
pay
know?
him?
Do you know what we're paying for him right now?
Well, it's a discount, is it not?
So his contract this year, last year of his contract,
Because Houston's
with
paying a portion, right?
with
Still?
Houston was $15 million. Houston's covering $7 million of that. So
Wow.
the Hawks get one of, if not the best defensive ends in the league for $8 million.
Ooh, and he's a free agent after this, right?
Correct.
And do you think we should, if not already, like get the ball rolling to lock him up now?
So do you have any idea what the highest paid defensive end in the league is?
No.
I was assuming there was a guess coming.
I was thinking of it, but I was trying to think of like as a full contract or a yearly average
Per year.
per year. I'm gonna go with
Is he
for
playing
the
right
highest
now?
paid.
Yeah.
Can you give me a hint of who it is?
DeMarcus Lawrence. Cowboys.
18.5.
Here's a point. Carl? You're
Aaron
up.
Donald's higher.
Carl, what is your guess?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald is not a D end. Aaron Donald is a D tackle.
He switches around.
Thank you.
Just because.
Hold on.
No, hold on.
I get a
hold
point
on.
for correcting
No,
Carl.
you don't get any points.
Carl never gets corrected.
You don't get 0.5 points here just by doing this. You know this, right?
No, I get a full point.
You don't
for
get any
correcting
points.
Carl.
No. Can you just answer the question?
Carl hasn't
Our
guessed yet.
fans would like to know what's going
Carl
on
hasn't
here.
guessed yet.
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh my God.
What's the highest paid D end?
Oh my God.
Lucas at 18.5 million a year.
16 and a half.
You said 16 and a half? Ooh, 21 mil.
I got a point.
It's that much.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
21. Okay.
So in this article, they're talking about are the
$21 million for
That's
that?
a lot.
Oh my.
so they're saying the Seahawks are going to have to pay him at least 20,
Yeah.
but if he thinks he is the best DN in the league, he's going to look for 22 just to be the highest paid DN in the league.
Yeah. And he might get it.
Do you think the Seahawks will pay him $20 plus million a year?
This is what I think. I think he's going to be happy playing with the Seahawks, that he may take a slight discount on that value.
But the discount is 20.
Well, I think 20. Seahawks will pay 20.
Do they have enough money?
So
Well,
this is what I like about the Seahawks right now. We got a lot of young, good guys,
Cheap.
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Like our
Hollister's
starting center,
paid.
Joey Hunt, probably makes like
Yep.
$1.2 million a year. Like not a lot.
And Hollister is doing great, and you have Disley.
Hollister's
so
brand
that's
new.
like cheap
Hollister
right
probably
there.
makes less than $2 million a year.
And what does Disley make? He's a rookie, isn't he? Like not rookie, but he's barely making any money. He hasn't been paid
Well,
yet.
yeah, Metcalf's on his rookie contract, which what?
Yeah.
What's a rookie contract? $800K or something?
It's like 110 Canadian.
800K.
That's a point.
That's not a point.
That's a
You
point.
can't just have phantom points.
Dude, I got it exactly
No, you know
right.
what? Next time we do this, we need a ref.
833,000.
Okay. So let's just recap today's episode so
I'm
far.
at 10 points.
Lucas has 2. Denny has 3. Carl has 0.
You don't have. Where do you have 3 from?
At least 2.
You don't have any points. You didn't give me an option to guess to get that point. You can just give yourself points.
I got it right on.
Doesn't matter.
That deserves a point. Fans, comment.
Yeah,
It deserves a
comment.
point.
Who's cheating this game right now? This guy.
I say we keep him. I say we sign him to like a 2-year deal.
I say 100%. The guy's a beast, and he's just waking up.
How old is Clowney?
Is it for points?
Yeah, this is for a point.
He's 28.
No.
I'd say 28.
Oh, it's too
Sorry.
late. He already said it.
Shit. Okay, so as a D end, he probably has 3 to 4 year good years left. Right?
Maybe. Yeah.
D-end's
Early
probably
30s.
fizzle out,
Early
early
30s.
30s.
You want to know the top 5 highest paid players on the Seahawks? Actually, can you guys guess?
Oh,
5?
oh yes.
Can you
this
guys
is okay. We each get 5 guesses, and the number you get 1 point per that you get in there.
No,
Yeah,
we have to write it down then because.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Well, obviously Russ is easy.
Yeah. No,
You guys
let's
both go
just-
Russ.
This doesn't take too long. Just tell us. This isn't take too long.
Should we do top 3?
No,
This
no,
doesn't
no,
take
no.
20 hours. Oh my god.
Fine. We get 3 guesses, and
And Russ can't be one of them.
no. I don't know. You could be one of them if you want.
Okay, why don't we just Carl? Why don't you just tell us?
Okay, hold
is
on.
taking too long.
Obviously,
Just Carl-
Bobby Wagner, Russ, and Bobby Wagner for sure.
Yes.
Those are easy ones.
Yeah, those 1 and 2.
Who else is like an easy one? I don't know.
Definitely not.
Is Kendricks an easy? Is Kendricks
Actually,
in there?
I'm gonna go with Myers because that
No.
was a
No, no, no.
retarded.
Nope. Nope.
Really? So you get paid 15 million?
Clowney might be in there at 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clowney's 4. Who's 3?
Lockett.
Lockett is 6.
Oh,
Lockett is 6.
Lockett is 6.
Lockett just like is having an absolute breakout year this year, right?
They're going to have to pay him more next year.
Oh yeah. Is he on a contract year? I don't know if he is. With their starting center?
No.
No, it's.
Not even close.
Running
Starting
back?
center? No, you guys will never guess.
We'll never guess.
No, should I say it?
No.
Should I give you a position?
No. Give me one more minute.
Oh my god.
One more minute. Oh god, this is gonna bug me so much.
This is. We don't have minutes to spare.
I'm gonna say
Oh.
Dwayne Brown.
No, hold on. Are we
Dwayne Brown.
Really?
That's a point. Give me a point for that.
Dwayne Brown is number 3.
Yeah. Because I remember they picked him up from someone like 2 or 3 years ago, and he was one of the best
I thought
linemen in
Carl
the
was
league.
giving us a little wild card, and it's gonna be like Pete Carroll.
What's Pete's? He's like 8 million a year or something.
Yeah. He'd be up here.
Yeah, he'd be in the top 5.
And then fucking Ezekiel Anza is number 5.
I know he hasn't looked very good this year. This is his first year with the Hawks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's his first year. He's a D tackle, right?
Defensive end, yeah.
He's the end?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
he
he
was a
that's what
tackle.
he's listed.
They picked him and Clowney up, and we were supposed to have a wicked D line, but Ansa hasn't really performed the way that we've liked him to. What's his salary? 13? 12?
2.5.
2.5 million?
Yeah, this is
And he's in the top 5? No way.
how does this work? Oh, it's hold on here.
That's not correct. Then.
It's just under 8.
Just
Wait,
under
it's
8.
fucking confusing.
8 makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next note. What else did you have on your
Oh,
notes
you didn't
there?
like that one, okay? Clowney contract. So
Well, we
You
like
say-
that one.
you
I
say-
think he's gonna get paid, and I
I say
think
yes, we need to keep him.
yes, we need to keep him 100%.
I agree.
Yeah,
Carl? Agree. Okay.
yeah.
So we
I
each
get
get a point for that one. We each get a
I currently have 35 points.
Okay. Next point.
Okay.
I didn't know this, but Pete Carroll every year, according to what I read, gives the guys on their bye week the entire week off. So everyone just like goes home to their families and hangs out, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
From the Monday night game, everyone just kind of like flew wherever they wanted, and they don't come back to practice till Tuesday.
Brilliant. Which they should do.
Probably pretty smart. I wonder if other coaches do that. I would assume no. Maybe like 2 or 3 days off.
I think
but
they probably
a week
get a few
is
days,
a lot.
but that's the culture that the Seahawks have built. The Seahawks are, I feel like as a team, they are a team of people who are work together as a unity, like a real team, whereas all the other teams are just a bunch of superstars doing their shit. But, I like that. I also think that coming off of a... No. Never mind. I was gonna make some random comment about Thursday night games because there's a lot of injuries that happen in Thursday night games, as you can tell the last Thursday night game.
Okay, this is going to be for a point.
This is for a point.
So
For
we
me and
like
Carl?
the whole week off, or we don't?
I like the whole week
It's
off.
a long time. And,
Yeah,
and
but-
keep in mind, we're dealing with 23 to 33-year-old men that have never really experienced money in their lives until they got to the NFL. So there are some rookies on the team that are now making $1 million a year plus. Like DK Metcalf with sponsorships is making $5 million at least, probably. How old is he? 23, 24? Never had money before. Now has a week to do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's never had money before that you know of.
Could be dangerous.
I bet you he got some money in college. It could be dangerous, yeah, of course. But these guys, that's what I'm saying though. Pete gives them a culture, and I feel like I've read this before. Maybe it's a different sport, but I feel like the Seahawks have a whole introduction for rookies when they come in that teaches them the A, B, and C's of how to be a professional, how to spend their money, what's coming up, the dangers of what's going on, and kind of coach them life. Like, this is what's going to happen. These are the downfalls of something that's going to come your way. And we're here to help you and not tell you what to do and what not to do, but we are here for you. And if we're going to give you a leash to go away for a week, we fully expect that you're going to be responsible with that week and you're going to come back refreshed and ready to go after this so we can go after the playoffs and try to win a Super Bowl. Like, I swear to God that they have this rookie camp or something like this that teaches them how to be a professional when it comes to NFL.
Carl's got like 15 browsers open right now trying to catch all the shit that you're saying.
That was one random tangent. It wasn't a lot of shit.
No, but we've asked him like 30 questions already
Well,
today.
he needs to learn to type faster.
Why don't we just have a Google Home that is just answering questions
We
for us right
should. Hey,
Dude, you'd figure nothing out.
now? They would not give us anything.
yeah,
eh?
it'd be like,
should
I
just
do
be
not
taught-
know the answer
yeah.
to that question.
But today's weather is.
Okay, this is for a point, guys. Both of you. So just to recap on the points from today's podcast,
10.
Denny has 6, Lucas has 3, Carl has
How do
1.
you have 6?
I don't know. Remember I said everyone
No.
gets a point?
No.
I can't remember what it's for, but we all got a point. So Carl has 1 too.
Lies.
Okay. Pete Carroll's 3 rules.
3 rules.
Do you know what they are? He talks about these all the time.
Like, hold on. 3 rules for what?
The team.
The players?
The team.
Show up for games.
So it's just what I was talking about.
Yeah, but he has 3 rules.
Oh, okay. Be on time.
Kind of, but yes, I'll give that one to you.
Well, next gas for you.
no,
Well,
no drinking before.
No.
No.
-1 for Carl.
Yeah. Don't
Okay,
do anything,
you guys
don't
can-
do anything
you can-
stupid.
you can
stay
team
out
up.
of stay out of
You can
trouble.
team up. No. No. No.
Have like, fuck, I don't even know, dude.
Okay, do you want me to just read them?
Yeah, just read them.
Okay. Number 1, so he puts them in order. Number 1 is always protect the team. So that
Okay.
means like
Yep.
someone gets in a bar fight, you got his back. If like someone says something stupid, you're on it, you got his back in the media or whatever. So basically it's like promoting. Don't go into a press conference after a loss and say, you know, I played great today, but my buddy didn't throw me the ball, or like the
Yeah.
kicker missed a kick on the buzzer to lose the game, whatever. Like always protect the team is number 1. Number 2, no whining, no complaining, no excuses.
Nice.
Number 3, be early, which is be on time, kind of, but always be early for every meeting, for film, for practice, for whatever.
See? Did you figure out what I was talking about, the rookie camp?
It's just like a kind of like an introductory class kind of thing that they just go over.
Yeah.
Just savings.
I
and
bet you
stuff
all
like
the teams
that.
do it, but I feel
Yeah.
like I've heard a lot about that because Pete's very hands-on. Like he gets to know every single player, who they are, who they're married to, who their kids are, what's their family. He goes to their houses, like gets to know these players. And like there's a lot of coaches who don't do that, who don't even care.
I feel like if rookies are showing up on teams, then they're doing something right. They must have some kind of program to kind of, I don't know, ease their transition over, make them feel more comfortable, kind of figure out the whole NFL, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, what other teams have killer rookies right now?
That's a great question, and I was just going to say that. Is DK Metcalf in the running for Rookie of the Year?
Ooh.
Who are the other rookies that
Who
are
are
up
the
there?
other rookies?
Wow. Kyle Murray really, is he doing anything? Like
I don't even know who that is.
he's the
They don't play in
Arizona
the Seahawks.
quarterback.
I rarely. No. Oh my God, you're kidding, right?
I'm just
He's
saying.
so. He
Yeah,
he
but
could be good.
he
He's
could
somewhat
be, could
athletic.
not be.
He looks like a midget on the field. No offense to small people,
Wow.
but he's so small. He looks so strange, and he's losing.
He's tiny.
They're
He's tiny.
3-7, and
They
one.
almost upset
They
San
did.
Fran
Hold
tonight.
on, they did have a tie, so let's give them 3.5 points.
Yeah.
3.5.
I don't know who the other rookies are that would be in contention for
I
this,
don't know
but
either.
Metcalf has got to be in the mix because the guy is playing like he's
Carl's
not a
got
rookie.
something.
Can I start throwing out some names?
Yeah.
Nick Bosa, Josh
Nick
Jacobs,
Bosa's a rookie?
Gardner Minshew.
Does Bosa have a brother?
Yeah, on
Okay.
the Chargers.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa is San Fran.
Yes,
Sorry.
D end.
that's correct.
Is he good?
He's really good.
I didn't hear his name once last week. Fuck you, Nick Bosa.
Like you said, Kyler Murray, but I don't know.
I don't think he's not having a good year.
Josh Allen,
Josh Allen is quarterback
quarterback for
For
the
Carolina?
Jaguars. Yeah.
or Jaguars. Jaguars? Really?
hmm
I don't think he's having a good year. Is he? I don't
I
know.
don't think he's having a good year. Kyle Murray.
No one's really outstanding. No, it's
Yeah.
pretty average. Eric McCoy, Devin Bush. I don't know.
He might be in the mix then. I would put him in the mix for sure.
I think
He's
in the mix
one
for sure.
big play from being the rookie of the year. That's the issue. Is that he has had some soft hands that have not. Can I have one? Can I have some now? Well, okay. For 1 point, because it's all me, I get to talk for the next 30 seconds. I get a point for this. I now have currently 38 points. It's a true story. So, what are we talking about now? No, I can't, because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Minus 1 point for Lucas. Carl is
I don't get
racking
an
his
ice
brain
cube for
over
my
there.
scotch? Oh my god. No ice cube for scotch, no milk for your coffee. This guy is just, you grew up on oil rigs?
So right now for receivers,
Yeah.
for league leaders and receivers,
Yeah.
Michael Thomas is number 1, New Orleans. Mike Evans, Amari Cooper,
Lockett.
Chris Godwin, and then Lockett.
5, right?
Lockett is at 5.
5 what?
Number 5, I guess.
Receiving yards.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thomas is a beast. Lockett is a beast. Okay, here's the question. How's Lockett doing? Is he playing next week?
Ooh.
I didn't really do
Because
a
I know
lot
he
of research.
left and it sounds like for sure he's playing because they kept him overnight in San Fran, which is not really in San Fran. So they probably kept him overnight in like Santa Barbara.
I didn't do a lot of research. Because the news after the game was pretty positive, but I did see a couple different analysts say Lockett is looking good, meaning that the contusion is not that bad.
They have him as expected to play.
Yeah.
Also, do you guys know that Richard Sherman got fined for that hit on him?
No.
For that hit on Tyler Lockett?
How much?
That hurt him?
10,000?
I guess so, yeah.
I
I'm
don't
just
even
reading this
remember
right
that
now.
one.
$15,000. How much?
$28,075.
Which is like dropping, what, $100 bill on the ground? Not even for him.
Okay, I would like to bring up something else in this avenue of fines, but how ridiculous are NFL fines? How ridiculous are sport fines? Like
Oh,
fining
stupid.
someone $12,000 is like fining an executive of a company like $20.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
The Browns and the Steelers got fined $250,000 each, which is still
But whatever, right? That's doesn't do anything.
So we started the podcast off talking about...
It does nothing when there's owners like Cuban who matches all his own fines and then sends them to charity. It's like, you know what? I'm going to use that in my power as a write-off for something else. That means nothing. But that was a terrible play.
Do you remember where we started this podcast off?
What?
Talking about rules that were confusing or uncertain.
Yeah.
They're NFL fans. There is one thing that is quite clear. You cannot hit another player with their own helmet. That was ridiculous. Did you see it happen?
I saw it happen.
Were you watching? I was watching the game live.
and your heart sinks, eh? It's
at first you didn't see it.
You just don't know what to do.
Swung, I'm like, at first you're like, oh my God, I can't believe he just swung the helmet at him. And then they did slow-mo and that hit him.
It hit him.
As soon as he took the helmet off of Rudolph, in my head, I'm just like, oh no, this is not good. But
just throw the helmet down the field and call it a day. Go get your own helmet. You don't have to swing the helmet with 8 seconds left in the game. You know nothing good is going to come of this. But Rudolph also was in a fault. You should not have swung the helmet. Mm-hmm. I get that. But Rudolph was trying to pry his helmet off. And that was a man-on-man. Don't try to grab my helmet. Mm-hmm. Who knows what they're saying to each other. Rips his helmet off. Throw the helmet away. 100%, get ejected probably and fined. I get it.
Grab him, whatever,
but there must have been just a switch that just is I will kill you.
Life or death.
This is it. You're going to die right now. Which I get. If I get enraged in something in anything, there's that moment where you're just you know what? I don't care. I don't care the consequences. I will verbally and viciously, physically hurt you. But thank God, because that was a moment of if the helmet was turned the other way, caught him on the crown of the helmet.
With the foam kind of part, yeah.
Rudolph, who already had a massive concussion already this year, that could have ended his career.
Or if those two linemen weren't there in the middle of it.
They were the peacemakers.
But then the guy at the end, what's his face? Fucking Ajunobi, whatever, comes through and pushes him.
I would like to know.
Did that? Okay. Oh yeah, push Rudolph.
Yeah, at the very end there.
Did the guy that kicked Garrett get fined as well?
Yeah. And he got suspended for 1 game.
Suspended 3 games.
Okay.
Or 3 games, right? Pouncey, right?
Yeah.
3 games.
What's the appropriate action on Garrett?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the appropriate action?
What should the NFL do?
Well, they banned him for the whole year.
Yeah. No.
And playoffs.
They said it. They said he's suspended indefinitely.
Yeah. So they don't know
for sure the end of this year.
And playoffs.
Correct.
I think that's it.
So he never comes back?
No.
No. I said this year is done.
Yeah.
Come back next year. But I think what'll happen.
You think he comes back next year? Have you ever seen anything like that in the NFL?
Yeah, but I mean,
there's no precedent.
Him as a person has to come to has to come into play. He has to go in, talk to them. They got to get to know who he is, because apparently, from what I hear, he's actually a good guy who's super smart and a scholar, but has just had a brain fart. You can't punish the guy and say, that's it, you're done.
So there's a good question, though, is does your suspension have any merit on who you are as an individual and how sorry you feel afterwards? Or is it strictly on... Because that action on the field, if they were just fuck you, you're never playing in the NFL again, I don't know if you could argue that.
Yeah, you can argue that. I don't think...
He hit some guy in the head with his own helmet.
But if you listen to everybody this morning...
He could have... That could literally kill a guy.
Before.
That
has happened before, just not on prime time or in the actual game. It's happened in practices thousands of times. People get into arguments and rages.
Thousands?
Well, maybe not 1,000. But anyways.
There'd be a lot more dead football players.
They were talking about it today, and Michael Shannon, or whatever his name is, and who's the other?
Michael Salmon?
Shannon. What's his name?
What'd you say?
Shannon.
Oh. Salmon. Anyways, he said he's hit a guy in the head with his helmet, with the other guy's helmet before. He's done it before in practice. It's happened before on the field. It just doesn't get publicized. And the issue is what I'm saying is that he's out for the year, out for the playoffs. they're not going to make the playoffs anyway. So they're like, yeah, you're out for the playoffs. Browns suck. They're not making the playoffs. And then on top of that, you're going to come back next year and you're going to be living this for the rest of your career. This is the one thing you're going to be you're going to have to live through. For one brain fart, everybody's going to remember you as that guy who swung the helmet. For the rest of your career, that's enough punishment. Let him play again. Come on.
It's like the same as that. Do you remember that Browns lineman? I can't remember who it was, the guy's name. But the ref threw a flag at him and hit him in the eye. And then he went up and pushed the ref. Remember that?
No.
That was like 5 or 6 years ago.
Fuck.
Anyway,
I
the
was
ref threw the flag, like it was a holding call or something. So he throws the flag at the direction of the penalty. And it, like, the lineman turned his head and the flag hit him through the face mask in the eye. And then he went up to the ref and pushed the ref over. You don't remember
he got kicked out of the game?
Yeah. I don't know if he was
Automatically,
suspended for the year even. You obviously can't, you're not allowed to push refs.
No.
You can't touch him.
That's frowned upon.
Yeah.
You should have fucking just thrown it back.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's tough. What do you do? I mean, the ref did it by accident. It's not like on purpose. He's fucking...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, this whole scenario is kind of similar to, like, the Donald Brashear on the Vancouver Canucks thing. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Where he, just in the middle of a hockey game, he got hit in the head with a stick. He fell down, got a concussion, all that stuff. And then they went through court, actually.
Well, he didn't just get hit in the head. He got baseball
got
smashed
fucking, like...
across the head because of something else that happened.
But then the ice, too.
Yeah. But, and again...
isn't that like the Bertuzzi thing, too?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Do you think there could be any, like, legal precedent here?
No, because he didn't get injured.
But
If he got injured...
But if I'm shooting a gun at you and I miss, it's still...
But they've already said that...
So no, you're saying...
Mason Rudolph's not going to go after him for anything. Because also, if you look at it, Mason Rudolph is the one who started the fight.
I agree.
Like, he started it. It's just the way it ended was ugly.
What if the helmet hit him differently
That's
and
the thing.
he was permanently injured?
Then yes. Then
Completely different scenario.
And that's the issue, is that you don't need to get to that point where you're swinging weapons at people. Throw the helmet down the field, go fetch it yourself. There you go. Walk away. It was a brain fart. I think it's a brain fart. I don't think you tell the guy he can never play in the game again.
I think you have to look at his history too. Like, has he done this before? How has he been with teams? Because
like this is an on-field issue.
Yeah.
And I don't like sports that take it off the field. Keep it in court, like on the field. Same as hockey. Like once you start getting people outside the walls who are trying to take a piece of the pie, it goes to like, it just doesn't make any sense. And that's where the NFL has to protect its players, has to keep this in-house, and has to do this because otherwise it's just going to get ugly. I think it could get ugly, and it would have got really ugly if that was a permanent injury. Yes, 100%. Anyways.
What do you think, Carl?
I think if this is like a one-time thing for this guy, then I say let him play next year. But if there's been a history, like this year, they actually finally took like Vontaze Burfict. They actually did something this year, and this guy's been doing hitting helmet to helmet and all that stuff for years and years. But finally, they did it, right? So he's done now. So I think if it was just for this guy, for Garrett, if it's a one-time thing, I say let him play next year.
So first offense, 1 year suspension. Second offense,
gone.
Well, you got to look at that too. Like the head-to-head on purpose, is that not swinging a weapon at somebody?
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing, but that's actual contact. Like that happened. Was it Juju Smith-Schuster? Who was it that got smoked?
It was Juju. He got smoked also.
And his ears were bleeding.
Yeah.
And he couldn't walk. Like that guy got injured, and he could be injured permanently. But
that's
more
really
dangerous.
different to me.
I get it.
In an actual play, as a safety or DB, as you're running towards someone and you put your shoulder down to hit them, if they move a weird way and you hit them straight in the head, like you can't really do anything about that.
If you go back and you watch and it's on purpose.
I'm not saying that specific play.
I know what you're saying, though.
There are definitely plays that
guys just line people up.
For sure. But there are other plays that look really, really bad on TV. But as a defensive player, what are you supposed to do? Are you just supposed to like wait for them to come to you and then just like kind of give them a little shove?
Right.
Like it's a fucking contact sport.
So you're saying this helmet thing was so out of the game that he should be done?
I've never seen anything like that before in football.
I don't think he should be done.
I don't know. I'm not ready to say yes, he should be kicked out of the league.
But if he did, you wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know if you could argue it.
I think if he permanently injured him, there would be a
But why?
different.
But so you're just waiting for someone to get like handicapped by a head injury?
In this case, they punished the action, and there just was no outcome. Like there was nothing bad that came of it. It could have been. These guys are young kids. They're like in their early 20s. Like he had a brain fart. Like I get it. I don't say you should be swinging anything. That's not what I'm saying. But has he had any incidents off the field, outside? Is he sexually assaulting people? Is he doing stuff? Because that should also come into play then. Like you're out there hurting people outside of the walls of football. So should you be playing ever again on that? These guys keep coming back.
But
I know it's taking a different tangent on it, but
if swing it the other way, and if Mason Rudolph had a serious head injury, or like it broke his neck or something,
well, I don't.
Are you then looking outside of football and saying, oh well, he's never had any criminal activity, like he's never done anything else,
we don't know,
this is a one-time thing?
It didn't happen, so nobody's crossed that bridge. Nobody knows how to cross that bridge, but maybe they're starting to think about that. I don't know. I think you've suspended the guy for the rest of the year in the playoffs.
And they did it super quick. That's the one thing I'm happy about. Like it happened like the day after, right?
Yeah. And they did the indefinite.
The thing they haven't announced is a fine.
Well, because they're going to talk to him. They're going to sit down with him and figure out what happened.
Do you think, because that's when they find the teams too, do you think that's just it and we move on?
I didn't know they actually find the teams.
It was a $250,000
each.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, first of all, it's such a small amount of money for them.
Yeah.
For the owner. Let's say, look at the Seahawks owner, Paul Allen. What was he worth?
Billions.
30, 40 billion? Like a lot of billions, not 1 billion, a lot of billions. So 250K is like a loony for me and you.
I wish I had $1 billion.
I know. Anyway, so first of all, it's insignificant. Yeah. Second of all, why are the teams fined? I don't understand that.
I don't know. That's a good question. So if a player is fined, it comes out of his paycheck, or does the team pay for it?
Well, I think that depends on the team. I think certain teams pay their players fines.
I think all those fines are always paid by teams. Yeah.
All of them?
I don't think it ever comes. You think so? It comes out of a player's paycheck?
Well, not all of them, because sometimes the teams personally fine the players.
In that case, I would agree. But if the league,
AKA Antonio Brown, who loses his mind and then gets kicked off the teams. But I think a lot of the teams, I could see Seahawks being one of them that pays the fines for sure.
What's an appropriate fine for Garrett?
Well, I think he has it now. That he doesn't know what the suspension is. So he's got to live with this for the rest of the season. This is the appropriate fine for him to get to know why he did this, what's going on. I don't know. Like, you got to also think that if this ended his career, do you think Garrett would come after the NFL for, I did this because I've been hitting the head so much and I've had concussions and I'm going after you for concussions because it made me rage? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box.
I don't see that as a possibility. Then every fucking player in the history of the NFL could sue the NFL. It doesn't make any sense.
They already are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're going after him.
Why can you sue the NFL? That makes no sense. You're choosing to play in the league. Do they not have a waiver form? Is that what they're looking for? They need to sign a waiver form to go on the field?
I don't know.
You're choosing to play.
What do you think? Do you think that he should be done for the rest of his life? He should never play again?
I never said that. I brought it up as a possibility. I've never seen that before, so I said it was possible. I think for sure 1 year. Because I don't know if you guys watched live. I was watching that game live, and the commentators afterwards were saying like 4 to 6 games. And I was laughing, and I was thinking like, well, basically that's almost the end of the season because it's week, 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 6 games is basically the end of the year. But I don't know, like half a season for that? I don't know. I think it should be longer.
That's not enough. Yeah.
Maybe all of next year too. If they came out next week and said he can't play all of next year, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And I probably would be supporting it. because I'm now thinking of like, if that's Russell Wilson at the bottom of a pile, Russell Wilson, first of all, is smart enough to not grab someone's helmet off of their head.
No.
So Rudolph kind of made a bonehead mistake there. But if Russell Wilson's helmet gets taken off and swung at him, I'm losing my shit. I'm probably flying to New York and like protesting outside of the NFL headquarters, wherever the fuck it is.
And I get that, but I'm still saying that I don't think it should end Garrett's career. That's where I'm going with it.
I never said end career.
I know,
I'm
but
just curious.
That's been a question.
But there needs to be some sort of monetary fine. It can't just be like,
of course,
oh,
he's
can't play
suspended
end
for
of
the
this
year. He's not going to get paid. You know that, right? He doesn't get paid those games.
Is that correct? When you get suspended, do you
I'm pretty sure you don't get paid when you get suspended.
NFL is pretty good at not paying guys who get suspended and injured. So
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So he's going to lose
So
his
there's
whole rest
6
of the
games
paycheck.
left. He doesn't get paid for
Probably $20 million.
6 out
I
of
don't know.
16 of his
How much
salary?
does that make?
Yeah.
Like $7 million. So he's also that.
Is that correct? I didn't know if that was correct. If
I'm
you get
guessing
suspended
it's
for a
gotta be.
game, do you lose 1/16 of your salary?
So apparently, when a player's suspended, the signing bonus remains untouched, but they lose the prorated portion of their salary.
So you lose
component.
1/16.
Yeah,
Interesting.
1/17.
There's only 16 games.
I don't know why it says that. I guess they include the bye.
Maybe.
Then maybe you get paid for the buy.
Huh. Learn something
That's
new every day.
curious. Okay, that's interesting. So that would be.
I wouldn't be
Do you know what his
surprised that you
salary
get
is?
paid for the buy.
So let's
that
say
makes
his-
sense because some teams are making you probably work.
For sure.
You're going to
you still got to
practice,
be
you're
around, still part of the team.
Yeah.
He's a fairly good D lineman, isn't he,
Yeah.
Garrett? So let's say he makes $6 million a year. I don't know what his salary is. So missing out on 33% of the year, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's gonna be
hefty.
like $2 or $3 million.
It's gonna be hefty. Plus, you could lose sponsors. Sponsors might not like that. Might drop them. Who knows? All kinds of stuff, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, the sponsors thing is a huge thing because
Totally.
companies aren't going to want to be affiliated with that.
But you know what companies love more than anything else?
What's that?
A comeback story, i.e.,
Mhm.
Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Woods lost everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone. Everyone cut him. He gave his ex-wife, I think it was $400 million.
I think it was 500, but yeah, either way.
Whatever. I think it was less. I think his net worth was like just over 800. So I think it was $400 million.
He was a billionaire at that point. He's the first billion.
I don't think so. I think he's getting close now. So this is like whatever.
He was
4
the
or 5
first
years
billionaire athlete ever.
I think so from my research, he gave her $400 million.
The first billionaire athlete was Michael Jordan.
Was it?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Is Mike in his like late 50s now?
Well, he makes $1 billion a year now. That guy's ridiculous.
I think he's like 57, 58,
Yeah,
my dad's age.
So he's whatever, 15 years old.
So what did Tiger pay his wife?
$750 million.
He paid the
Paid
wife.
his wife $750.
No. I think that's what they split.
That's Ellen Nord. That was his wife's name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So she gets $750 million.
That's a lot of money.
Oh my god!
Are you sure?
Custody of kids.
There's
He paid
no
her.
way.
He paid her for silence too.
Holy crow!
This is from Fox News. Let me double check.
Wow.
They were only married for 6 years, and she got $150 million a year. Wow, that's a lot of money. Are you sure? That seems like a lot.
I can't see that. So you're saying that he was worth 1.4 billion at that time?
I can't.
Or he
see
gave
that.
her even more. I don't know.
Wow. Maybe that includes future like child. Oh, you know what it is? She probably got $500 million, and then child support.
Okay, so
Right.
the first thing that I'm reading says a lot less than that, Carl.
Also, I don't know what you get child support for if you're getting $500 million.
Are you saying Fox News is wrong, Denny?
No, you're right.
Fake news. Fake news.
There were many reports in the months leading up to the divorce that, how do you say her name? Nordegren?
That's a good
Nordegren
Yeah.
would receive in the ballpark of $500 million to $750 million. Insanity.
So we gave her more than half.
A lot of money. Holy shit. But I think Tiger's doing okay in terms of financially anyway. I think his net worth is like $800 million again, isn't it?
I don't know. He's on the rise now. So he's
Dude,
probably-
his total career earnings are estimated at $1.5 billion.
career earnings, well, including sponsorships or like just on the field. He's made, say that again? There's no way he's made $1 billion as a golfer.
No. That of course includes all his
I
sponsorships.
think that's everything.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way. He only
I think they just announced this year he was the first golfer to crack 20 million in PGA earnings.
Yeah.
So that's from tournaments.
That doesn't seem that much, eh?
Well, no, it's all sponsorships.
I think that was the number.
It can't be 20 million. FedEx pays 10 million. He made 10 million in FedEx.
That is correct.
It's got to be way more than.
Guys, check my facts. I never said everything was true.
That's a point I got a point for that.
No way.
I just got a point for that.
But you don't have a number. I guessed the exact number of Metcalf's salary.
I just told you what FedEx pays, and that Tiger definitely made 10 million more than that.
They say it's around 130 million.
There you go. That sounds way more like it.
That's what I said, 120.
You said 20 minutes.
What's the final tally here?
For points today? Fuck. I got it. I've been keeping track.
10,000.
Denny won 8 points today. Lucas won 4, and Carl won, in a big turnaround, 6. Lucas is
we're going to replay this because this is all lies. I definitely have the most points now.
Okay, let's make predictions for next week. Hold on. Let's. The Eagles had a tough loss today. I think.
Did Patriots win? I didn't watch.
I'm pretty sure.
Eagles were up last time.
Yeah,
I saw.
Patriots won 17-10.
Okay.
So the Eagles are now 5-5. What are we thinking?
I'm gonna let you go first this time because I always go first. It's time for me to go second.
I say the Seahawks get their 6th away win of the year and win 31-24.
31-24. So you're gonna go by a touchdown, hey? Did you write that down?
Mm-hmm.
I too think that Seahawks are gonna win, obviously, and I'm gonna go in Philly, isn't it? I'm going 24-17.
Wow.
24-17?
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Mine is a W, and I was going to say 28-17.
You can't just say W. Obviously,
There's
the team's
Seahawks.
winning.
Carl is back on the bandwagon, ladies and gentlemen.
And what's the...
Hold on. What was that?
That was my Seahawks chant.
No. What was it?
Do it
Oh,
again.
people can listen to it.
What's the score you said?
For me, I'm guessing 28-17.
28-17. Ooh, okay.
Is that the biggest Hawks win of the year? I don't think they won by more than 10.
They're due. No, I don't think they won by more than 3. Like, fuck me, man.
Just as long as it doesn't go into overtime. Fuck. People, please.
All right.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Folks,
Love you, Hawks.
thanks for joining us again, even on bye week. That was amazing. It was a good chat.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Go
See
Hawks.
you next week.
Hashtag.
Go Hawks. What's the hashtag?
Hashtag.
social.
What was your Paka thing? Paka!
What is going on right now?